Hi everybody, this is Vicky Key here, and I'm still working on my craft room, and I'm purposely sitting on my chair so that I can just rotate without making your eyes go crazy. I didn't realize how bad I was a videographer. But I have made some improvements. I've changed my punches out up there. One of the things I wanted to show you, I do have to stand up. I'll try to do this very slowly. Is I have found, I got them at Big Lots. I don't know if you can see them from the side, but there's like a little steps there. And this is a spice rack. Now this rack that the punches are sitting on is one of those things that goes over the toilet. And it has like the rods that go down to the floor behind the toilet. I never used it. It just kind of sat there empty. And one day I was going to get rid of it, and I thought, I wonder if I could use that in my craft room. It was spotless, but I scrubbed it down, so don't worry, everything was bleached. But I started using it for my punches because, see, it has these rungs. And so just like those rods that you put across the wall, people were getting them from IKEA. Well, you can do that with the punches. And like I said, for these, the reason I put those on a stand up there is because if I hung those, they're so far up, I wouldn't be able to see them. And originally, I had these big punches over here up on top there, and those punches, the Martha Stewart punches, down on the bottom. Well, I couldn't, these were so heavy. There's no way I was going to be able to lift those up from the top. So I decided to move them from the bottom, and I put some other ones down here. And these are like their square punches. And then these here, I had like this lid that was left over from a box of plastic lid. I stuck these on here so I can just kind of like pull it in and out to get them. And I had shown this before. It's like a turnstile thing. I think it held stickles on it when it was in the store. When I had bought it, the store had gone out of business. So I was able to put my flat punches in there. So now I'm a happy camper. And I even hung up some of my artwork, although this one's kind of hidden. I don't know, it was when we were in the mountains. But anyway, I did that. And then I had, the last time, 3 of these turnstiles. And it's down to 2 turnstiles, and they are crowded. I'm going to sit down again. Originally, what I had done, I had stamps on one turnstile. I had alphabet letters, stickers on another turnstile. And then I had regular stickers on another turnstile. I always forget to use my stamps. I'll go look for stickers and I forget to use my stamps. So what I did this time is I put them by categories. So, for example, in this section here, I don't know if you can see that or not. It says vacation, animal, and bugs. So if there are stickers or stamps on animals, vacation, or bugs, they're in this section here. The same thing with here. These are all alphabets, not just the sticker alphabets, but my punches too, so that I can remember. I mean, I've got some really cute alphabet punches. So that's what I did, and that took a long time to do because I was trying to scale down as I did it, and I realized it's not going to be that easy. And then these here I had in a bag. It came with this stand when I bought it, but I had it in a bag because I guess I used to take it to crops with me. They were just convenient to have around for making cards. So what I did is I labeled them. I put them back on the stand. And then I have these rollers. I don't even know if I'm going to end up using these. I used to use them years ago. But I'm going to give myself a chance and see if I use them. And because they're in my eyesight now, then I'll use them. I'll keep them. If I don't, then they're going to get donated or tossed or whatever. And then behind here are like my stamp things, you know, like sticky pads, stamp pads, the things that you stick the stamp onto, not the stamp pads, and those spongy things. So I have that, and like I said, and then I forgot about my eyelets. I had my eyelets buried in that bottom drawer there because it's one of those drawers. This setup here, it was a Martha Stewart setup. This was, like, something fell behind me. This was one of those Michael sets of drawers, and they're so, like, they stack on top of each other. And I'm showing you this on purpose in case you ever think about getting them. The top 2 pull out real easily, but the bottom one doesn't. And this was in the bottom one, and I just didn't bother with it. So, and I got to change some of my stickers around too, because I had my Martha Stewart stamp around the page. I've since moved them over, like where these round turnstile things are, and where the punches are. I just put them on the side so that when I turn around and look, I'll see them. So I have all my punch around the pages. It's in one of those zipper plastic bags the curtains come in, and the same thing with this one. I always keep those bags. My Inkadoo, I wanted one of those so bad when they came out, and I finally broke down and bought it, and I don't even use it. And then these are stamps that I had they were like the wooden stamps, and I'd taken them off the wood mounts. So I just put those on the side. So that's what I've accomplished so far. And I'm trying to see if there's anything else that has changed. I got my label maker out because I've been using that a lot. And I even had this stuff hanging with my stickers, and I decided I'm not going to look for them there because that's not how my brain thinks. So I have this container down here. I have shown this in another video where I keep all my brads. So what I'm going to do is stick those in there because in my mind, those are flower centers. You use them for other things other than flower centers, but that's how my brain works. So it's still a mess in here. That's okay because I'm slowly organizing things as I go. So I can actually move around on my floor now. My floor is a mess, but I can move around. It needs a good vacuum. But I'm redoing things. So this is my pile that I had of things that I took things out of, and I'm not buying anything new until I see exactly what I need. Oh no, here, this is what fell. Oh, there. Those are my acrylic paints, and I have those gel crayons. What do you call those? Gelatos. And then this is some of the stuff I know for sure that I'm going to be donating or getting rid of. But it's all falling apart everywhere now. So I have those to one side, and there's going to be a lot more added to that. Right now I'm just trying to get organized so I can see what I have. But I just wanted to give you an update as to what's going on. And I found some more boxes so I can still wrap my fabric. And I forgot to go to the post office today to get more. But I'll do that. And there's my vacuum cleaners just waiting to be used. And I keep one of these sweepers in here too because it picks up loose paper. And I'm finally starting to loosen up some of my cubbies because I took some things out of the cubbies and redid those. So now those papers that are sitting on the floor can go in here. And behind these, it looks like it's all paper. It's not. I had taken a class at Michael's that was kind of a dingy class on color mixing. But anyway, I'm going to paint over it. But when Michael's were having all their sales around the holidays on the canvases, I bought a bunch of those. So now I've got to figure out where I'm going to store that stuff. But that is where things kind of stand right now. These are like locker doors. I just covered them. And I keep paint. And these are like paint books, idea books. And then I have, this was actually, this thing here, let me back up a little bit, is actually a shoe rack or like a shelf rack that goes inside the closets, but I just stacked it on top of those locker things and put the bins in there because that way usually this one here is on the floor and this is all empty space right here, but if I put it on here then I can put bins all the way up. So I'm trying to utilize my room, but that's where I'm at right now. So once I get all this stuff done, then, and this is my husband on the right and his son, Romeo, my stepson, on the left. And this is my husband and me when we were dating on our goofy dates. And this is my mother. She passed away. But I love her dearly. Anyway, I'm getting wishy-washy now. And I even hung some of my paintings up there. So it's getting around. I'm getting around to getting things done. And I had done a wall mural. And ideally, what I'd like to do is be able to clear all this stuff out of here eventually. Because see that cat there? Behind all this stuff is a picture of a rhododendron bush. And there's a bird in there, and that's why the cat is looking. And the cat knocked over the pot, and the pot spilled dirt, and there's dirt falling down into the garden because this is like underneath all this stuff on the wall. When I first moved into this room, I painted this huge mural. Now you can't see it. It's buried with stuff. So that's why I've got to declutter. I can't enjoy the stuff that I'm doing. But anyway, signing out. Have a great day.